of our time in a particular day, we are spending at our workplace. That's the reason why it matters for us to understand what is the dynamics of people who are coming together at the workplace, what are the challenges that they face, and how psychology as a science can be applied in this particular area to make the lives of all the people who are engaged in the work in a better manner. So on that note, let me start with the session. So I thought I will be around 45 minutes and just give a brief introduction first about the history and some of the contemporary trends. Maybe remaining 10 to 15 minutes we can utilize for interaction and question answer if we have any. So unlike the usual seminar sessions, here I am trying to have more of an interactive session, which means it will be successful only if you are interacting with me. So I'm hoping that you will all be cooperative with me throughout the session. So whatever response that comes to your mind, please feel free to tell your responses. Yeah, so as usual, we'll start with the history to understand the history of organization psychology in specific. It's not a very old, maybe we could say it's around 120 years to maximum 130 years history for organizational psychology. So, I'm sure all of you would identify this logo, right? All of you would have seen it in some context or other. So, what is this logo? This logo represents one specific organizational association. AP, all of you are familiar, right? Yes. So, does anyone know how many divisions are there for APA? Is APA only about clinical psychology? APA has a lot of divisions. Any random guess how many divisions are there for APA? How many? Anything else? Right now, as of now, there are 54 divisions for APA, and APA is an organization started way back in 1892. And Division 14 of APA. Division 14 of APA is dedicated to the study of industrial and organizational psychology. Right now it is called as Society of Industrial and Organizational Psychology. And if you look at the various terminologies, you could see that this division itself has undergone different, let's say, renaming procedures. Initially it was called as Industrial and Business Psychology. Later it was renamed as Industrial Psychology. Right now it is being called as Industrial and Organizational Psychology. So these are all the changes which have happened over a period of time, considering the way work itself has changed over the last 100 years. So I think some people even use the term occupational psychology to describe more or less exactly the same field.